Hello, this is Evangelist Dr. Robert L. McKim Sr. from Carrollton, Ohio. I wanted to clarify something that someone has been saying. Hang on a minute. Someone has been saying about me. That isn't true. First off, I'm not a mall cop. The training I took back in 1992 was law enforcement training for private security officers. Law enforcement it was basically a police academy, equivalent to police academy training and certification. But you know what? They can run their fingertips. But they can't come here and tell me to my face what they think, because I'll tell them. They are nothing but a bunch of liars, and they need to stop. They don't want to be told that they gotta stop. Anyhow, I found something here on my Facebook from a friend of mine on Facebook. What a mall cop actually did to a Navy SEAL. And it's titled, Mall Cop Kicks Navy SEAL Out of Mall for Talking About Religion. Let's see, get this to play here.
Okay, what are we soliciting?
Not allowed to come in here and preach on private property or
Not allowed to come in here and share the gospel. Is that what you're saying?
private property. You're going to record me.
I am, cool. Because what you're doing right now is actually illegal.
Well, long story short, that was it right there. Not allowed to preach the gospel in the mall. Wow. Because it's private property. In the mall of in Tuscarawas County in New Philadelphia, Ohio, Newtown Mall, there's people that gather there for Bible study in the food court. And there's people that talk about Jesus, and they never get in trouble. But this Navy SEAL got in trouble for preaching in the mall, and this guy wow. That goes to show what is happening to Christianity today. Christianity is becoming more and more illegal to preach in public. And people even are telling me not to preach a certain way on my YouTube channel or my Facebook. It's my ministry that God gave me. Because the scripture says, preach a word in season and out of season. But you know what? People do not want me to preach a certain way. They're trying to tell me how I should deliver my message and how I should preach, and because they don't want to hear that they are sinning. They want to point their finger at me and say, well, you don't have a marriage license, so you're sinning. I have a marriage certificate. I don't need a license from some stupid judge of some stupid county of some stupid government to tell me that I'm married. It was never designed that way in the beginning. All you had to do was go and produce your documentation that you was married, either, a certificate that the preacher would give you, or something in writing that the preacher would give you. You took that to the courthouse and you filed it in the courthouse that you was married. You didn't have to pay to get a marriage license. Marriage license did not come about until after the Civil War, and then it was only intended for interracial people to get married. But you want to make it sound like something other than what it really is. Well, it's a law of the land now that gays and lesbians can get married. So what? It's not the law of God. And that's what matters. When you accept the things that this world is telling you, when you accept what the devil and the evil is telling you, then you become evil. You don't love God. You don't love Jesus Christ. Some people say, oh, I'm agnostic. I'm still kind of figuring things out. What do you have to do? Have God slap you in the face? Just physically come along and slap you in the face? Before you, oh, that was God. God slapped me in the face. Or trying to hear God's voice in the woods. But yet when that bird chirps, see, it's a still, small voice. How God speaks. He doesn't speak through, a lightning bolt. Well, he does certain way of telling us, but he doesn't strike people with a lightning bolt to get our attention. He'll strike other things with a lightning bolt to get our attention. He causes signs in the heavens, and the stars, and in space, to get our attention. And he causes famines and earthquakes and pestilences to get our attention. But guess what? There's a lot of people that got their head buried in the sand. They're agnostic, or they say that they're atheist, which basically they're antichrist. And that's what my Bible tells me. There are many that are antichrists that will come and popping up in the last days. But there will be one Antichrist with a capital A that will appear after there is a falling away of the faith. That is what is happening. There's a falling away of the faith. Well, I don't want to take up too much more of your time. So I just want to tell you I'm not a mall cop. So stop calling me a mall cop. In reality, I'm a law enforcement officer. And if you don't like it, I don't care. Either call me what I am, or get off of my YouTube channel and get off my Facebook site as well. If you cannot have the education that you claim that you have to call me what I really am, don't call me anything at all. Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, and the life. No one goes to the Father but by and only through Him. God bless you. Have a blessed day.